Good morning, Melissa Adams here, and it is time to rise and grind. Today, I want to talk about momentum. Momentum is one of the most powerful forces in life. It's the invisible push that makes progress easier the longer you keep going. It's why starting feels so hard, but being steady feels unstoppable. Momentum works for you, or it can work against you depending on the choices that you make. And once that momentum's in motion, it's going to carry you farther than any willpower that you have could carry you. So let me show you what I mean. Let's picture an airplane. And if you think about it sitting at the gate, it's huge and it's powerful and it's built for the skies. But as long as it sits still, it's just a piece of steel on the ground. Impressive, yes, but motionless. It's not until the doors close, the engines roar, that things begin to shift. So at first, it's slow. You can barely even feel the movement. The wheels turn, the plane rolls, and it almost feels like nothing's even happening. But underneath, every ounce of power is building in that airplane. It gets faster, then it gets louder, then it gets stronger, and speed builds until suddenly the weight that once held it down is no longer enough to keep it grounded. The wings lift and it flies into the sky. That's momentum. The hardest part is the beginning. The takeoff requires the most fuel, the most focus, the most commitment. And that's why so many people quit, because it feels heavy. It feels slow. It feels like all of your effort is going into something that just isn't taking you fast enough. But if you stay with it, there's a moment where that momentum shifts. And suddenly, you're not just moving, you are flying, you are unstoppable. But here's what I want you to hear. You can't stop halfway down the runway. If you slam the brakes when it feels slow, if you hesitate when you're not sure if it's working, you're never gonna get off the ground. You'll burn the fuel, but you'll never experience that flight. This is what happens so many times when we start and stop and start and stop. We use up all of our energy just to try to keep going again, and we become exhausted, because the restart is harder than simply staying steady. So today, keep pressing, keep pushing, keep going forward. You were made to fly. And if you stay steady long enough, that momentum is going to get you there. I love you so much. You go out and make a difference today.